Hi you guys, it's your girl Hazel Dior back with another story time. Today's story time is going to be about the time I went to jail for 6 days. It was so scary and devastating. Let's get right into it. So, about 4 years ago, I just had got off of work. I used to work at Babies R Us. It was July the 1st. I was just going to, I had the weekend off. You know, the 4th of July was in a couple of days. I just got paid that day. So when I left work, the bank was up the street. I stopped at the bank to cash my check, get my money. Babies R Us, you know, you have a certain uniform. I had a purple shirt and a black jeans. The shirt was bright as Barney. It said, I was gonna say Barney. It said Babies R Us on it. So anyway, after I left the bank, it was a busy road that I was on, and Walmart was like right up the street, like maybe like 5 blocks up the road. So I'm just cruising, you know, I'm going like 40 miles per hour. Soon as, okay, the light is right here, right? So the light, it was actually it was still green. I'm going through the light. I think it was just like changing yellow as I was going through the intersection, the light. So this car that's in the turning lane getting ready to turn into Walmart, and you know I'm going that way. Why the bitch then turn and I boom hit that motherfucker, and my car spun and turned. Their car spun and turned, and my car hit another car. So it's a 3-car accident. Tore my whole car up, the whole front of it. I'm panicking. This is my first time getting into an accident. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My heart was beating so fast, I did not know what to do. So, do you know what I did, y'all? A bitch said, fuck that shit. I'm like, the car was smoking. I'm like, it still run a little bit. I took off. I left in the car.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
Did not check on anyone. I know. But I was so scared, like, I panicked, literally I panicked. So, the way my car was facing, it was in Walmart parking lot now, in the front of it. So I'm zooming through Walmart, you know, passing all the pedestrians in the front of Walmart, you know, it'd be busy, people walking back and forth. Everyone yelling out their cars, hey, check your bumper falling off. And I'm just like not even trying to pay it on mine because I already know I'm trying to get on. Mind you, the reason I also panicked because at that time I was driving illegally. It's like a occurring thing for me. I don't know why I do it. Well, I'm not doing it anymore. But I used to not give a fuck. Like if I didn't have insurance, a bitch would still drive without insurance and everything. And I had 2 warrants at that time. So that all made me panic. So I'm zooming through Walmart parking lot. And the bumper literally fell all the way off. When I got to like the other side, is like the intersection again. And you know, I turned and kind of went around the back of Walmart. And this blue truck, this like half-ass pickup truck, you know, the ones that them like, oh, I don't want to say that word. Them big old trucker guys, they drive. You know, it's like some big old like built sumo wrestler looking motherfucker that always driving. He following behind me. So the car gave up, like the engine went out, everything. So I got out the car. He was like, hey, don't you think you want to go back there and check on them people? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and check on the people. And I just started walking off, like going the opposite way. And mind you, I lived in like the next city over, about 5 miles down. So it was like nothing but like kind of like straight like highway type of road, like a stretch basically, like a road, just going to like the middle of nowhere basically. Like he like, hey, excuse me, sir. Bitch, who? So I'm still walking. He's like, aren't you gonna go check on the fucking people? Like they might be hurt. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, bitch, fuck you, mind your motherfucking business. And I'm just keep on walking. It was a store like 3 blocks up. So I'm still walking. Why he get in his car? Why he follow me? Like he going the same speed as me and everything. He followed me. And then I think I thought that he turned off. I thought that I lost him. So I went inside of the store because I didn't see him. I went in the store and I went to the back of the store. Why the first person that come in the store? It's the trucker guy in the blue truck. I see him, he on the phone this time. He like, okay, yes, I'm walking in the store right now, and I seen him peek through the aisle because I was in the back by the coolers with a beer and stuff he had. And he was like, yes, they in here, And I'm like, fuck, he didn't call the police on me because I already know the police was like on their way, but he didn't get on my location out. He wasn't even involved in the accident. Bitch, mind your motherfucking business. It's always them good, like, Samaritan people that always, I know it was wrong or whatever, like, but at the end of the day, no one was, like, really hurt, to be honest. So, I said, fuck it. I just walked outside. I don't know. I'm just, like, oh, I'm on the phone at this time, too, because I'm talking to my mom and my sister on 3-way. I'm like, y'all, what did I do? I'm panicking. I left the scene. They was telling me like, no, go back to the scene of the accident because it's gonna look very bad, for you. They're gonna come up with all kinds of shit. And baby, they gagged me, honey. I walked outside. It's about 5 police cars. They're like, put your fucking hands up. Put your fucking hands up. I'm like, bitch.
Woman is being arrested, but she's not going down without a fight.
Video Sam. To jail. You don't get to resist.
20-year-old Samantha Alonzo Luna and her friends were pulled over by cops near Humboldt State University in Northern California.
Bitch, I ain't trying to get shot, attacked, or anything. I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. What did I do? They're like, why did you leave the fucking scene of the accident? Like, they talking reckless to a bitch. They like, why did you leave the scene of the accident? I'm like, I panic or whatever. They're like, put your hands on the car. I'm just like, cause I'm like attracted to, I'm very attracted to white guys, especially like men that's like, they have like a little authority. So he started patting me down real hard. I don't mind. In the back of the police car, and he like saying things to me to basically like try to scare me. He like, you know you're going to jail, right? You know this is a criminal offense, right? He just saying that, and I'm just in the back of the police car, like, I'm actually calm as fuck, like, surprisingly, because I was in shock, and I'm just like, it's a wrap. I already know I got 2 warrants. Especially when they said I had 2 warrants, I guess they thought I was a threat at the time, because I was in this is before I transitioned. I was in mail form or whatever, and I'm like just calm as fuck, sitting in the back, and after like 30 minutes of him like yapping his mouth, he actually seen that I was a good person. He was like, you know what, you're really laid back, you're really calm. I guess he thought that I was a threat, because they stereotypically think black people is a threat, or they're gonna like lash out or turn up on them and all that. I was really calm and laid back, and he started being really nice to me, and he started was like, you'll be fine, you'll be out with the courthouse open and all that. I'm like, cool, so I'm like less worried. So anyway, take me to the jailhouse.
being real with you because I heard about you. I'm waiting on you at the door.
Okay. Now, this at this time wasn't my first time going to jail, but it was the first time that I went to jail for so many days. Because usually I just go in and get right back out, like I buy myself out. And you know, I walk in there with the big ass Barney shirt on, and the people just staring, and I'm like, oh my god. So they put me in this cell full of all these guys, and they're like, what you in here for or whatever, and I'm telling them, and they're like, why did you think you can get away wearing a big ass purple Barney shirt or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, mind you, when the police had came, when he arrested me and put me in a police car, he had told me that if they didn't find me or catch up with me right after the accident, that they would have went to my job, because the people, like I said, you never know. It's always somebody watching. Just remember that, y'all. It's always somebody watching. Because they said, it was like, people said that you had on, you know, clearly the shirt that identified that you from Babies R Us. And he was like, next I was gonna go to your job, and that would have made it look really, really bad. I'm like, yeah, that would have. They probably would have fired my ass anyway. I ended up quitting that job anyway because they were discriminating against sale or whatever. And I did not know I would be in there for 6 days, because you know it's the 4th of July. It was Friday, July the 1st. You know, the courthouse is closed for the 4th of July and like the next day after. So after being in a holding cell for a couple hours, they put me, 1 second, I'm burning some shit up, in the dorm room, because I actually heard that when you go upstairs in a jailhouse, it's like the worst. You don't want to go in there. So, you know, they put me in a dorm room, and it was really, really fucking big. It wasn't like no little cell. It was like it was really big, of like 50 plus people, and everybody had like room, and it was like bunk beds and stuff like that. It was, jail is definitely not a place to go at all under any circumstance. When I got out after 6 days, it was devastating. Now, mind you, I had just got paid, so I had cash, so they gave me a check as soon as I left the jailhouse. And it was a store right around the corner, and I went and got a 5th of Hennessy, and baby, I turned up. I actually had work that day. I had my mom, when I was in there, she called, you know, the job and told them what happened. So I was like kind of excused, but I had to go to work that day, and baby, I was not going to work. A bitch just went to jail for 6 days. No, ma'am. We gonna call it off for today and for tomorrow, bitch. I gotta get my mind right and everything. And baby, I hit up my sister and our friend, and baby, we had fun. We turned up. We drunk the night away. But yes, you guys, I just wanted to tell you guys this story. I have plenty more other gaggery stories, even actually worse than this one. But I'm definitely gonna share it with you guys. This is what my channel is for. Is to share my stories with people, and actually can help people out. Like this story right here can help people out, because if someone get into an accident and they panic as well, they can just stay there and not, you know, run and leave the scene of the accident. Oh, and I didn't even tell you guys the consequences. So anyway, I got 6 points on my license, I think. 6 points on my license. They were suspended for 30 days. I had to pay restitution and everything. They charged me for the fire trucks coming to clean up the accident. Like, I had to pay thousands of dollars. And it's so crazy because I actually just got done finished paying off all of that stuff the beginning of this year, right? So that had ruined me for a while. The person sued me because the bitch, nothing was wrong with the bitch. She of course, she got into an accident, and they blamed it on me because actually it wasn't even my fault. That's the thing, but I left the scene of it, and it made everything way worse for me. They blamed everything on me. I look like the villain, and plus, I'm a person of color. Like, there was no way I was getting out of it. They sued me for thousands of dollars, and it took me years to pay it all off. I had got behind on everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys that story time of me getting evicted and losing my car at the time. Yes, a bitch went through a lot of shit, a lot of gaggery stories, and I'm so thankful and happy I'm in a better place now. Things are not perfect, but they are a lot better. We're gonna progress to be better in the future. So yes, thank you guys once again. I just wanted to share my story with you babes. I told you guys I'm gonna be very consistent, and I have plenty more videos coming this week as well. I love you. Bye.